Hello and welcome. My name is Nadeem Abbas on behalf of BIM Beyond Borders. It's a pleasure to host Carlos, a senior BIM manager, a well-known figure in Middle East industry of BIM. Hello, Carlos. Welcome to BIM Beyond Borders.
Hello, Nadeem.
So, could you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Okay, I'm Carlos Georges. I have more than 17 years experience in construction field. I started my career in 2008 as a site engineer for 3-4 years. Then I started my journey in BIM environment.
Great. Can you let us know more about your BIM expertise, how you transform yourself to this specific field? What are the projects you worked on? What were the challenges? Something like that?
Yes, actually, when I started as a site engineer. It was back in 2008. I was a site engineer for 3-4 years. I started where the real engineers are shaped on site, of course. Dust, noise, long days. QC engineers were chasing me to finalize the comments for the WR so they can resubmit, and I'm doing the same with supervisors and laborers that they are reporting to me. After 3-4 years, I remember that one of the things that I found that like one slab, I remember it was hold for like 2 months because of one HVAC opening. So I asked myself, why that happened? It was about coordination, or it was about what? So I figured it's about information. This moment stayed with me that I need to find a solution for this issue, and maybe I can change my career according to this. And in the same year, I found the solution that the company that I was working on this time, they started a BIM department. On that time, back in 2011, I didn't know anything about BIM. But I felt it like this is the future, or maybe this is the answer that I'm looking for. And my instinct, actually, what I followed, changed my entire career. Back in 2011, when I started as a BIM engineer, I started working on one of the major projects in Egypt. It was a mega project, and I have to start building virtual projects, and something that was new for me. I work only physically. Now I have to work digitally. And the leadership and patience, what I gained from my site, it helped me how to lead BIM departments, how to establish BIM departments. Even I don't have even the technical knowledge or the software knowledge. This was my biggest challenge actually in the time, and I think this is I succeeded on the time. And later on, couple of years, I moved to Gulf region and start another journey in BIM standards in Gulf regions.
So, in your opinion, let's say I'm a student, how I can transform myself from a civil engineer or architect to the BIM professional?
Yeah. First of all, don't look to BIM as a trend, and look to BIM as a solution, and try to find your steps to it. For example, if you are a site engineer or if a technical engineer, and you want to move not to change the career, like you're shifting career to start on BIM, you need to make small steps. Like, first of all, you have to know what is the BIM is. And don't go even to take or courses or something from beginning. You need to just checking the podcast, checking the free information on internet, what the BIM is, what BIM does stand for. What, yeah, try to find the simple things. According to this, you'll choose. Okay, I will do this one. This is one of the things you need to do. This one. It is not like before. It is not like this is a trend, so I will do it. No, it is like you wanted to do it. This is first thing. Second thing, start to do pilot projects, simple pilot project by yourself. This is nothing. Everything now in YouTube is almost free. It is not like when I started in 2011. It was very hard to find information, but now you can find it, and you can find many information you need to do, to work on pilot project, different softwares. Try to build your own database and work on it before even try to ask anyone to join. This is the second, join the BIM departments. The third one, try to find opportunities. It is always say that when you start building yourself, the opportunity will come to you. This is one of my my life experiences. I found it in my life that if you set your goal and work on your goal for 3-4 years, one day you will get your opportunity.
So, would you like to suggest our viewers some of the useful resources to learn the BIM process and the tools?
Yes, for me, one of the main things in BIM, it is ISO 19650. Was for me. It was was the start how to know what is the BIM, what's the BIM process, and establish any BIM process in any BIM department using ISO 19650. It is not about softwares. It is always about process. BIM simply is process. So ISO 19650, it is like 6 parts, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For me, was the main thing. It is about 1 and 2. If anyone want to start BIM, he has to read carefully, review carefully part 1 and part 2. Try to know, try to read as you can, try to review, try to apply what is in part 1 and part 2. All the stages in part 2, you can do a pilot project on part 2. You have like 8 stages. You can do it by yourself. Try to review, try to read, try to apply these concepts in part 1 and part 2 for ISO 19650. Plus, you can use, you can review Build Smart, you can use NEMA. But for me, it was my start. It was in part 1 and part 2 in ISO 19650. And later on, I applied this standards in major projects in Egypt and major projects in Bahrain, plus Saudi Arabia.
And what are the key points or the key outcomes what you learned during the ISO 19650 series part 1 or part 2?
Outcomes?
Yeah.
You can say like ISO 19650 is it's like a guide to you, but in the end you need to tell your own process. So what is the outcomes for me to say 19650? They give you the guidelines, the guidelines that you can build your own information strategy around it. This was the main outcome from ISO 19650.
Okay, let's talk about the BIM documentation now. Could you please explain a bit us about the BIM execution plan and such documents?
Yes, of course. As I worked all my life as in main contractor companies, so you can say like I was like a lead appointed party or appointed party. Of course, we always receive the AIR from the appointing party, and we started doing our BIM execution plan. BIM execution plan, it is not just response to AIR. No, actually, you are building your own information management strategy around AIR. BIM execution plan, you need to put effort on this one. you can put all the data you want to do it. You put it. BIM uses. What is the BIM uses? What are the BIM uses you are looking for? What is your scope? What classification, element classification, quality control check, softwares what you are what you will work on this project. Actually, I found one of the major thing before I faced it in before in another mega project, that one of appointed parties, he didn't follow the BB and simply he worked in another software. So he worked in another software without telling us, and we have to now to use IFC to finish the coordination. And of course, this is one of the things that's why I always say you have to build your BIM execution plan and make sure that everyone will read it. Let's continue about this. Continue BIM execution plan, MIDB, the TIDB. You need to do the task information table. You have to do it carefully and get all the data from the task team. And as a lead appointed party, you need to take all this task and put it in MIDB. MIDB is like the heart of BIM execution plan for me.
Let's talk about the BIM execution plan in depth, because there are a lot of the misconceptions in the market, the LinkedIn post, and of course we are not against the LinkedIn post. We are against the misinformation, and we are here to enlighten the BIM community. Could you please let us know what exactly are the key consideration while you are replying the employer's information requirement or exchange information requirement, and you start writing your BIM execution plan? What are the key points you would like to consider replying the EIR?
One of the key points is first of all, BIM uses. You have to be careful in your BIM uses. Step one by one. For example, you will do 4D simulation. How will do it? You have to reply 1, 2, 3. This is one of the main key. It is about BIM uses. Second thing, I just said about MIDB and TIDB. For example, the stakeholders. One of the things that even we don't look about is that we're not putting all the stakeholders on BIM execution plan. This is something very simple, but actually it is very confusing at the same time. If we didn't put the right stakeholders and make sure that they are attending the BIM weekly meeting, this means we are losing the point of BIM collaboration. This is one, and again, one of the key points is that I found in BIM execution plan is about for example, the quality control. You have to give some quality control checks in BIM execution plan and make sure that everyone is following. Even if you put it in a separate appendix, but still you need to put these things.
So you just discussed about quality control. What are the key points while you are checking a BIM model for the quality QA/QC checklist? What are the key points or key consideration you look in a model or in a BIM execution plan itself as a quality control process?
Yeah, for me, as four or five main things I always look in quality control process. First, about when you start, when you work in stage for the comparative production stage, you need to focus on LOD, for example. When you start the delivery, you have to focus on LOD specification. You want to be sure that your model, what you are doing now and what you will deliver now, actually it is following the LOD required. For example, if we are following LOD 300, don't wait until LOD 400 to submit. You need to deliver on LOD 300. You focus on LOD 300. Don't put many details later on will change LOD 400. You are delivering now LOD 300, so focus only on this 100. This is one of the quality checkpoints. Second thing about the integrity, model integrity. If you one of the main things, you have to check the warnings. You have to clean the model from any 2D drawings or something. Families, no need. This is the integrative model. Missing element or duplicated element. This second thing. Third thing, file naming conventions. This is one of the main things. It is look like a little bit documentation something, but this is one of the main thing. Information without the right naming, this means you like just about the raw data and you cannot find what you want. This is for me what is the three main points in quality control.
So, can you go a bit in detail of level of details, LOD?
Yes. Before, but when I started BIM in 2011, it was only about there is no even ISO at the time. It was like BS 1192.
Yeah.
Then in 2018 we started the ISO 19650. So this terms now, the terminology now changed. It was before LOD or LOI, now it is LOIN. So LOIN simply it is getting the information for geometry and alphanumeric plus the documentation. I remember in ISO, I think 7874, it is mentioned clearly how to follow, how to get this data and how to apply it on your project.
So, what are the other key consideration you look or you consider when you are going through the model checks?
One of the main thing about the last phase in LOD 400 is the shop drawing. Shop drawing, one of the main even challenges I found in myself that we always look to do it on 2D, not on BIM environment. So, but for me, no, it should be all the drawings need to be extracted from model to make sure that you are working on a BIM environment and you are following ISO 19750 standards. Plus even the reinforcement you need to extract from the model with all the details following the right coordination to avoid any miscommunication again or miscoordination later on site.
So, as a BIM manager, what are the challenges you faced? Would you like to discuss about those points?
Yes, actually, one of the main challenges I found it on my career for the last 17 years. When you join a company and the company simply asks you to start from scratch a BIM department. This is something I think I faced it. It was in 2015. It was the first year that I joined Gulf region in Bahrain. So I started from scratch. Even I have to check with the IT what are the requirements for softwares, for the hardwares. What about the offices? How even I asked it, for example, for even 2 monitors, and what about the RAMs? Everything I have to start from scratch. This is something that is for me in the beginning. It was like a nightmare. So I have to explain everything to everyone. But later on, I found it like it's something that it is interesting because the company hire you for this purpose, and you are fulfilling your position. After finishing the software, hardware, then we will start hiring. Hiring process for me is the main key.
Mm-hmm.
If you if you check ISO 19650, the first step is assessment and needs. First step. So the first thing what I have to do in training, I have to do assessment for the team itself. You have always in any company in those time and that time, or even until now, when you join a company, they of course they are 2D drafters, okay, and they are building a BIM department. So you need to hire 2 or 3 experts in BIM environment, and you can choose 3 or 4 drafters, 2D drafters, and try to train them. You find the gap. We call it like the training gap analysis. Make training gap analysis. Find for them. Maybe there's one of them, as I said before. Someone before already checked online how to work on BIM, and he started using BIM BIM softwares. So he's ready for opportunity. So in that time, I am his opportunity. He's preparing himself from 2-3 years ago, and he want to join the build management. I took, of course, yeah, I have to. I can train. I always have this maybe skill. Maybe this skill I developed when I worked on a site engineer, that I can choose. I can choose the right resources and put it in the right location, in the right position, and on the right timing. So as I said again, training, it is the main key for the success in any BIM department. And choose your wisely your team, and try to mix it. You don't want like 10 expert in BIM. No, you just need 2 or 3, and they can train, you can monitor, you can coach. Even I remember when I studied before in project management, one of the main keys about how to make a successful training is monitoring and coaching. Simply, sometimes you don't need to go further than this. You don't need to, for example, make full training sessions. You just need to do monitor coaching. This is something it is developed by experience. It is not about only doing by book.
And as a lead appointed party, you are delivering the projects. What are the key challenges you are facing while delivering the project?
On delivering projects, it is always simple missing things or simple mistakes make a big disasters. It was always like this. So it is like when you're finishing your quality control, when you're finishing when you finish, of course, model courses, then started doing the quality control check. I can hire someone, or assign this task to someone, do the quality control 1, 2, 3, 4. After he finish, for me as an experienced guy, I will look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. I know it is always missed. It's always happen, these things. It's like I'm not predicting the future, but it's like experience. If we are human natures, and there is common mistakes. So this was my challenge, is that this 3-4 points, for example, I have to make the final check for myself. Of course, I'm delegating this, as I said before, to someone before I check. But I always go to 3, 4, 5. Or sometimes even I didn't open the model. I will ask him, okay, you already finished your quality control check? Okay, check 1, 2, 3, 4. It will find something. So this is something we can gain it by experiences. I cannot find it in a book or even in ISO 19650.
And what are those 1, 2, 3, 4?
You can say, for example, simply someone forget to move the unneeded families. It's always happen. Always happen like this. Some things like links. He bought some links, and these links need to be removed. Some 2D drawings he already finalized, and he already moved all the 2D drawings. But one of his colleagues, after he finished with quality control check, he again import one CAD drawings. It has always happened something like this, because you need to check something. What else? What else about modelings? You can say sometimes even you are working in BIM environment, or we are using CDE. Sometimes there is still some one of your team, you will work on something different on another model on his PC, and he forget to upload this on CD. It was always, sometimes this, we are human, and this always happen. So you can say this is the 3-4 points I always look.
Thank you for this detailed explanation.
Thank you.
For example, there might be several BIM modelers or BIM professional looking to you right now. And there could be one of the question is, if they are going for an interview and you as the head of the department is interviewing them, so what are the key consideration you checks in a potential candidate?
Okay, this is very good question actually. In an interview, when I interview someone, I don't want from him to be full expert in Revit, full expert in families. No, I just want from you that did you do your homework? Did you check the free information that I was talking before? I will ask him something like this. If he started to, yes, I check this one, I check ISO 19750, I check this one, I check the build smart. If he started to say like this, even by names to me, that I know, okay, this guy, I think, or this this candidate, he need to do something. He need to shift his career, or he need to start a career in BIM. So I choose according to this. Actually, it is not about the information you have. It is about the information that the way to search about this information.
So, as a BIM manager, what are the major BIM uses you are having nowadays?
Actually, one of the things that when I started BIM, what is the main purpose for the companies that I work on it, and even for me, it is coordination. Coordination is one of the toughest thing in main contractor. Main contractor need to coordinate everything. You need to coordinate levels for every duct, levels for every cable tray, levels for even sometimes for conduits even. It is not necessary, of course, but sometimes you have to do. So one of the main things for me, it was coordination, especially maybe coordination. Actually, I'm civil background, by the way, but I spent around like 7 years of my life working in maybe coordination. And this is one of the things that I wanted to ask the freshers or anyone want to join BIM. You cannot just stuck with your only background. No, you need to see the other backgrounds. I'm civil, but still I worked like MEB coordination for more than 7 years of my life.
And what are the key challenges when you, as a civil engineer, are handling the MEP side?
In MEP sides, when I started, I remember MEP coordination was in 2015. In 2015, even I don't know what is the difference between ELV, for example, and the power in electrical. But simply you need to ask. Sometimes you find a hard worker but poor asker. As a BIM engineer, you need to ask everyone. You need to ask the electrical engineer what is the difference between power and what is the between. Don't be shy. And you don't know what is power is, and you don't know the ALV. He will explain to you from scratch, and he will give you like some points in ALV. For example, you have to between cable trucks in ALV, you have to make like 30 centimeter between them. This is something as a civil engineer I don't know these things, but I need to ask. Don't be a poor asker. You need to ask for every detail. When I remember in 2015 I worked in a mega project hospital, and hospital is around 70% from hospital is MEB. You can find all the disciplines on hospitals, pneumatic tubes, medical gas, chilled water, HVAC. And for HVAC, it is not about only fresh air or exhaust. No, you have exhaust, you have fresh air, you have supply, you have return, many even ducts. So can you imagine the corridor, how it looks like? It will be like 6 to 7 ducts plus cable ladders plus cable trays plus ALV trucks, telemetry system, even nurse call system. All of these systems, it is in hospitals. And I was a civil engineer, and I have to deal with these things. So simply I have to ask all the specialists. You have firefighting specialist. He don't know anything about, for example, BIM. He's doing CAD, but no problem. I will tell him do these things on CAD. Give it to me, and I will do it on my model. Later on, I will give you the levels, okay, and you will update your 2D drawings. Simply. So just ask and implement on your model. This is the only thing that what I did in back in 2015.
So Carlos, we were just discussing about the MEP services and your mega projects, hospitals and all. Can you explain us a bit about the well coordinated model? What is your coordination strategies for such models?
Yes, this was the main thing. How to start. My first project, and MEB coordination. As I said in 2015 in hospital, mega project hospital, I have all the drawings 2D. I didn't work. Yeah, and we have to develop the LOD standard. So first thing what I did, simply I did a 2D section. Simply, I put all the surfaces without any arrangement. I just put it. Maybe cable trays above, ducted under cable trays, chilled water or medical gas, put it above the ceiling directly. And then I make a coordination meeting between not only the technical engineers, no, even the construction manager. This is one of the main things that I learned in this year. Maybe construction manager or even construction manager, he need to be involved with even in engineering. Just ask them to join and this meeting, or just show simple only 2D section. Okay, this is what I did, and I know it is just a draft. I know it will be many mistakes, as you say, but you please tell me what your opinion. Of course, they will help you. They will say, okay, no, cable tray go down here a little bit. No, this you have to be careful about the ceiling, because I faced this issue before. The ceiling is 15 centimeter. Don't put any surface in 15 centimeters from the ceiling level. They will start helping with this thing. For me, and I don't know these things, so I started to upgrade this section. 2D, simple 2D section. Later on, I will show again the 2D section. Okay, this is fine. Then again, I will take this 2D section and make a 3D section. Not started a model, nothing. Just do this 3D section, then again show to him. Okay, to show to them. And one of the main things that I learned is that you need to find the critical position in the corridors. It is always about this. Hospital corridors, it is always congested. Try to find, for example, there is beams. Try to find the deepest beam in this corridor and make a section in this location. If you solve this location, you solve it all the floor. Don't look about rooms. Don't look about another corridors, minor corridors. Always look for the main corridor and look for the congested place. This is one thing. The other thing, shafts. You need to do the same thing what you did in this congested corridor. You need to do it about shafts. MEB shafts, it is the heart of any floor, the heart of any coordination. You need the same what I did in this congested corridor. I will do in the shaft. I prepare simple shaft with 2D and show it to MEB construction managers plus the technical engineers, and I will listen to all the comments. Then I will update again my 2D. Then I will do it in 3D. Then I will show it to them. So if I found the right coordination for these two congested places, MEB shaft plus the main corridor coordination in congested area, if I found the right sequences for these places, that's it. You finish your you already have a free clash model on this floor.
Thank you, Carlos, for joining us today. I really enjoyed the conversation, learning from your experience. Anything as a last statement for our viewers?
Yes. Keep growing, keep learning, keep moving in your career, and don't forget to be human. We are human, and we are making mistakes. We are learning from our mistakes and moving on.
Thank you very much if you are watching till this point. Have a nice day.